It's not just magic, right? So first thing, are there any athletes in the room? Any athletes like myself, maybe in the past? Anybody like that? Maybe a little bit. Well, I want to share a story real quick. When I when I first started playing soccer, waking up every day, Steve, my man, I feel you, dude. I feel you. I'm gonna help you change that. We're gonna talk about that real quick. I got you. I got you, brother. But this, very crazy, very amazing. When I was an athlete, I walked on after high school to play college soccer at ICC in Peoria, Illinois. It's where I'm from, Illinois boy. Cornbread, literally, truthfully. I pride myself in that in a way, but it's okay. Whatever. So I was privileged to have so many amazing coaches in my life. One of them is a man named Coach Oz Bakardon. He now is coaching soccer, women's soccer at Wesleyan, Illinois University. And one thing he taught us was the power of the human will. There was one season, my first year there, we lost 3 games in a row. I didn't realize how detrimental that was, but to him, to this man who literally molds champions and creates championship teams, he's been to nationals time and time again with his teams. He did not accept defeat very happily, actually. We lost 3 times in a row, and that was not fun. It was a weekend. It was a Friday. It was that game. He didn't say anything to us after the game. We just got in a huddle. He just looked at us. You ever just know you did something wrong to like your parents or something? They just look at you and you knew you were in trouble, but they didn't say anything. Yeah, that's how that was. So what happened was the next day we had to go to practice that Saturday. It was the morning, and we didn't touch a ball. We just ran. We ran full field suicides, man, for hours and hours, 2 hours to be exact, straight. We had to run a full soccer field. It's 120 meters, one down. So we had to do a full field suicide under 2 minutes. It's close to an 800-meter run around a track in under 2 minutes. That's challenging if you've never done that. And I did that in track all the time, and it sucked. Could never do it. But we did 12 because he was very upset. We had to make them under 2 minutes, and some of our guys didn't. So we got some, but we lost some. What happened on that 12th? We thought we were done. He said, just one more, and if you make this, you're done. But we had a guy who didn't make it across the line in time. So we had to run that 13th, and he reduced the time by 5 seconds. So we had to run it in under 1:55. That was challenging. I almost failed. That last sprint, the last half to get back to the starting line, the finish line, my legs were giving out. And this is when I realized the power of community and about who you surround yourself with. Because our team captain, he came back. He had already finished. He had already crossed the line, but he came back, literally pushed me from my back to get me across that line. Without him, I would have probably fallen on my face and I would have been stuck on that field, and we would have all had to run again because of me. But because I had a teammate, a person on my team, shoulder to shoulder with me, rooting me, had my back, he pushed me across the finish line, and we were done. People were throwing up. I was almost there. It was intense. But our coach told us one very valuable story after that. He talked about a crash landing of researchers in Antarctica, similar to this, right? They were flying, their plane crash landed in the night. There was a winter storm, and there was sub negative 50-degree weather, and everybody on that plane, except for one man, died on impact. This man was injured, I believe, and then he was stuck. It was freezing. He was facing hypothermia. Rescuers couldn't get to him till the next morning. When they finally did get to him, what they found was everybody dead, right? They were all frozen solid because it was freezing, except for him. He still had warmth in his body. So let me ask you, how is that possible, right? When everybody else literally frozen solid, but he was still warm. He was dead, unfortunately, rest his soul, but he was still warm. That shows the power of the human will to live. You see, we are constantly told that nothing is meaningful. Like we're just here, that there are powers that we cannot control, and we are weak to it. But that's not the case, because the human will, the human drive to overcome is the most powerful energetic force in the universe. It's the same source energy that creates stars, that implodes stars. It's in us. It's the Holy Spirit flowing through us. And when we harness that, we can never fail. You see, if you know this one thing, this one law of the universe, you're never, ever going to fail. See, failure is just a stepping stone. It's a lesson. We can learn from it. And we can allow the work to work on us and understand that the failure we thought is a lesson. That's the key. That's the key. Otherwise, we stay in this disconnected state full of fear and anxiety. We are broken. We're stuck in this box, the matrix that society puts on us, all designed to keep us disconnected from God, disconnected from our human will to live and to endure and to overcome, full of fear and anxiety. I want you to break free from that, don't you? If you guys are down for that, if you guys want to break free, say break free. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right.